Now, I am a sucker for IEMs, and the KZ AM16s just came in, and I just got done testing them all, playing with them all, wearing them all, and I've got a lot to say, so let's check them out. Now, first thing I do have to say is these things mean some pretty serious business. I've been testing a lot of IEMs for a long time, and these things are actually pretty rad. Now, when we're talking the number of drivers, right, you got like like 1, 2, 3, 4 drivers. These guys have 8 balanced armature drivers per side, which is crazy, right? So we're talking 16 total drivers in 2 earbuds that are gonna be just ready to crank out sound. It's pretty serious business. The AM16, obviously AM16, is clearly aiming to punch way above its price class. After spending a week with them, I can honestly say I'm pretty impressed. Now, first up, we're gonna start with sound because the multi-driver setup actually works here thanks to KZ's 3-way crossover techs. Now, what I found was highs are bright and detailed without going harsh. Mid feels really forward and full, which is great for vocals and for gaming dialogue and things like that. And the bass wasn't boomy, but it was clear. It felt like it complemented the music. It didn't drown anything out. But I will say, if you're looking for like that boom, 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 real deep bass, like rattling your eardrums kind of stuff, these aren't going to be in that realm. These just have a really nice balance across the board. Sure, you can tune with your music apps and your things like that. You can turn up more bass and you'll be good to go. But out of the box, really nice, solid sound all the way around. Now, if you're into lossless music, critical listening, or just want something that's like actually going to let you hear everything in the game or music sound space, these are definitely worth a look. Having that many drivers kind of, tuned in and picking up, different types of the, a part of the sound signature, that's what's going to bring all that really well forward. So if you like really detailed stuff, and this again comes really big in the gaming side, I will say these are fantastic for gaming because there's so many sounds that, like, especially if you're playing FPS games, that you have to pay attention to. Little subtle sounds, long distance sounds, things like that. These are going to serve you really well. Now, on top of that, obviously you start to think, wow, there's a lot of drivers in here. These things must be gigantic. Honestly, they were very comfortable. I was very surprised. It was great design. So they kind of got all this stuff in there, but kept them really comfortable, which I thought was pretty impressive. Now, I wore them for hours editing video, hopping on Zoom calls at work, and then laying back with some, playing some video games. I played Battlefield 2042. We played some Apex Legends, played some Heroes of the Storm. Yep, I still play Heroes of the Storm. If you don't know what that is, look it up. It's a great game. You should join us. It's fantastic. Now, after all of that, I felt, I didn't feel any weird pressure points. They're smoothed out plastic shell sits really flush in your ear without irritation, which I thought was really nice. Plus the noise isolation just right when you plug them in, how well does it plug the ear was fantastic. So there isn't active noise cancellation in these because that's just not what these are, but that passive noise cancellation. So plugging my ear and kind of blocking out that background noise, they fit really well. I am absolutely digging the CNC aluminum faceplates. It's got a really boutique vibe that I think feels way more premium than the price would suggest. And then it's got, a nice detachable silver plated cable, not just a flex. This thing helps with signal clarity, longevity, and it looks really good. I think the whole packaging looks really great. I think they look really impressive. When they're in, they feel really nice. They feel like they kind of look good when you're wearing them. They're really slick. Now, circling back, again, the only thing that I, will say is they were tuned for people that are looking to hear a lot of sounds. They're not going to be for the bass head. So I would say that if there's one thing that's a negative, maybe, I mean, it's hard to even call that a negative. It's just preference. I think if you're looking for the bassy side, you can tune towards these and get your music kind of dialed in for that. But they're more just really good at picking up all the little subtle sounds and hints and things like that. So if you're looking for just a solid pair of IEMs that is just going to really let you hear all the details and things like that and game really well, this is going to be a great set for you. So ultimately, guys, if you are in the market for some new IEMs, these definitely feel more premium than the price would suggest. I think these are going to be a great starting point. These are a great level up from a lot of the IEMs that are out there for sure. So if you're looking for that, specifically what you're looking for, definitely consider checking these out. But guys, as usual, I hope this video was helpful for you, and I'll see you in the next one.